Yesterday, in the Wannabe Entrepreneur Slack community, I asked the following question. How can we solve the marketing problem? And if you are a bootstrapper, you already know what I am referring to, the marketing problem. But if you're not, here is the explanation. If you're a first-time founder, first-time developer, you think that your biggest challenge will be to build a product that people love, to solve someone else's problem, and to come up with the right set of features that will make people use your product. And then once you are able to achieve that, you are set. You will make tons of money and be successful. But one thing that I've learned from this experience, or better, that I've realized in this experience, because now if I think about it and I go back to all my other projects, I always had the same problem, which was marketing. To take my product, what I developed, to the eyes and hands and noses of the customers. And I've gotten a lot of great feedback, both for this podcast, for my climate change app, and I have users, but I have stagnated, as I told you before. And the problem is that I'm not being very good at marketing. I'm not able to take my product and sell it to the customers. And in the beginning, I thought that this would be something that you would only need to do once or twice. So let's say I would be viral on Hacker News or share it on Reddit, and from then on, I would just have a huge growth every month. But it's not like that. You need to have a strategy that follows the development of your product. And I asked this to my peers, to the other entrepreneurs in the community, because this is a huge problem for everyone. I just recently also asked on Reddit, in the subreddit of podcasting, what was their biggest problem, and most of the people said that their biggest problem was to get listeners. It's just a lot of work, and normally developers, people that like to build, they don't like to sell. But if you are a solopreneur, a solo founder, you have to do both, and it needs to become part of your life. You need to wake up, go to Twitter, interact with your community, make some sales, build some features. So it's quite hard. And Wolfgang is also part of the community. He said that at first he thought it could be a huge problem to solve, and then he compared to the possibility of building an app without developers. But then he also thought that there are already a lot of no-code tools that anyone can just use to build a website, a product. So we need to build a no-marketing tool, because that could be the solution. That could be a huge boost for everyone, for every bootstrapper out there. But the thing is, with coding, there's not a lot of things to do, right? Like if you want to build an app, of course you can build the app with multiple technologies. You can kind of implement the code in different ways, but it's more, how do I say this? There's a path to it. There's a correct way to implement it. And normally it's the same way. If you are building an app for restaurant X that sells, I don't know, chicken, is the same way you will build an app for a restaurant that only sells veggies. But for marketing, it's very different. Marketing always changes. It changes on your demography. It changes on the product you're selling. There's so many variables, even on the times, right? Like selling the same product in 2010 is very different than selling the product in 2020, the same exact product. So it's very hard because it's a lot of trial and error. And that's what I've been doing with this podcast. I started releasing every day because I thought that by doing this, I would trick the algorithm to somehow boost my podcast, and I would better get into my listeners' routine. And then I started reducing. I reduced to 5 days a week, and now I'm thinking on reducing to less than that. And that's what I want to speak in this episode, because I finally got it. I finally have my decision of what's going to happen next week. How often am I going to release? And my poll, my survey that I did is finally finished. And most of the people, so 50% of the votes, voted that I should only release twice a week. And 20% said that I should only release once. So I guess it said it. I will start from next week releasing 2 times a week. And I was doing a quick analysis on what days would be best. And it seems that Tuesday and Thursday are the best days, which means that are the days that normally have the most listens. And I will be then doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And one day will be the interviews. So I will keep the interviews. And the other day will be a more freestyle episode with my updates, my thoughts, and maybe some other content. And I want to say that for the ones that are listening to me every day and really enjoy, and that allowed me to be part of your daily routine, I'm really sorry that I couldn't keep up. I think that by doing this, I will not only have more time to focus on other projects, but also to build better content for you. But I just want to apologize as well, because I know that you are used to this, it's part of your routine, and now not having this episode every day, I don't know, I feel that I somehow cheating on you, cheating on the trust that you put it and the time that you've put it for more than 150 episodes. So for you, I'm really sorry. Of course that we can still talk every day in the wannabe entrepreneur community and on Twitter, and maybe I will also be building extra or releasing extra content for members. I still don't know what, but that's a possibility. But I think that this is the best thing for me. But again, it's a test. I'm just testing. I'm testing now for 2 days. I will see if it makes sense. I will see if I can get more listens, if I can focus more on marketing, if I can build better content for you. And so that will be it. I will then on Tuesdays release my freestyle episode. On Thursdays, I will be releasing my interviews. And that's what's going to be starting from next week. And I'm not sure when will I fit the review in public. I still have one review in public to publish, and I want to continue doing that. So I don't know if I will replace the interviews by that, or maybe some of the freestyle episodes will include the review in public. Guess I will leave this open so that it's more exciting for you. But that's what I wanted to share with you. And thank you so much for listening to me every day. I really appreciate that. And tomorrow you'll still have an interview that I will release, and then on Tuesday you will have the next Wannabe Entrepreneur episode. Thank you also for giving your opinion on Twitter. That was really helpful for me, and for all the feedback I've gotten a lot of people sending me messages, recommending books, and telling also that they like my updates, which really, really made me happy. But I just don't have the time if I want to focus also on other projects, and if I want to make great content for you to listen to, I will have to reduce. Anyways, you also have a lot of episodes to catch up to, because it's 150. And it doesn't mean that I won't come back to releasing more often. So it's just trial and error. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. This was another Wannabe Entrepreneur. See you tomorrow.